The average new car in America now costs over $49,000. The average monthly payment has hit $745. And a woman who bought a brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee is still making those payments on a vehicle that broke down 6 weeks after purchase, spent 3 weeks at the dealer, came back and broke down again. She is not unlucky. She is the new normal. You do not need to check the news to see the collapse. You just need to look at your service history. 1 in 5 buyers is now paying over $1,000 a month for a vehicle that is objectively worse than the car it replaced. More recalls, more breakdowns, more subscription paywalls, more screens, fewer buttons, cheaper materials behind higher stickers. Today I am going to show you the 3 ways the automotive industry is delivering less car for more money in 2026. The engineering shortcuts causing brand new vehicles to break down before the first oil change, and the one financial number that proves this system is heading for a cliff. Even the brands you think are safe are not safe anymore. I will show you the Honda engine failure that proves nobody is immune, and the Toyota truck with a V8 badge hiding a twin-turbo nightmare underneath. That one is coming later. The first collapse is mechanical. The cars are breaking, not at 100,000 miles, not at 50,000, at 6,000, at 3,000 on day 5. A brand new Nissan Kicks with a cooked transmission before the first service interval. A Chevy Tahoe broken before the temporary plates expired. These are not lemons. These are the production standard. The 2024 Jeep Wrangler was recalled 12 times in a single model year. 12 separate federal safety actions on a vehicle that costs $55,000 to $88,000 depending on trim. The NHTSA documented every one of those recalls and did not stop production on any of them. The regulator saw 12 defects and let the factory keep running. That is not oversight, that is calculated compliance. And it is not just Stellantis. The NHTSA is currently investigating more than 1.4 million Honda and Acura vehicles for connecting rod-bearing failures in their 3.5-litre V6 engines. The Acura MDX, the Honda Pilot, the Odyssey, the Ridgeline, the bearing fails. You hear it first, a deep metallic knock from inside the block that gets louder every time you accelerate. Then the engine seizes. The repair bill exceeds the value of the car. It is a death sentence for the drivetrain. But here is what the investigation actually is. It is a delay tactic. While the NHTSA studies the failure pattern for another 12 months, Honda is already designing the next lease cycle to move those owners into new contracts before the lawsuits land. They are not fixing the past, they are financing the exit. This is Honda, the brand that built its entire reputation on 300,000 miles. If Honda is engineering exits instead of fixes, the floor has fallen out from under the entire industry. But the mechanical failures are the problem. The problem you cannot see is already inside your dashboard. And it is designed to extract money from you every single month for hardware you already paid for. Volkswagen has launched a vehicle that requires a monthly subscription to access its full horsepower. The hardware is in the car, the motor can produce the power. They are charging $250 a month to unlock 20 horsepower through a software gate. You paid for the engine, you paid for the wiring. You paid for the controller. They want a monthly fee to let it run at full capacity. That throttle restriction can be applied or removed remotely. The performance of the product you paid for can be downgraded while you sleep. You will wake up one morning, press the accelerator, and feel nothing where the response used to be. No click, no mechanical feedback, just a fraction of a second of digital hesitation that tells you the software has decided how much of your own engine you are allowed to use today. You bought the car, they kept the key to the throttle, and GM has taken it further. The 2026 Electron Volts Hummer no longer has a start button. The car senses your key fob and starts when you shift into drive. No button, no key turn, no physical interaction. When that proximity sensor fails, you will be standing next to a vehicle that costs more than most houses and you will not be able to start it. That is not a feature. That is a software kill switch with a fuse you cannot reach. But the software kill switch is only possible because they have deleted the physical hardware. They did not remove the buttons to make the car better. They removed them to make you a tenant. Every new car interior now looks the same. One giant screen, no buttons, no knobs, no tactile controls. The 2026 Mazda CX-5 looks like a Tesla Model 3. The new Lexus ES looks like a Tesla Model 3. The new Toyota RAV4 looks like a Tesla Model 3. 3 manufacturers from 2 countries building interiors that are visually identical. A single touchscreen replaces 30 individual buttons, switches and knobs. That saves the manufacturer $80 to $120 per unit in assembly. But when that screen fails, The replacement module costs $1,200 to $2,500. You are paying $2,000 for a volume knob, and while the screen is failing, picture this, you are doing 70 on a motorway. The defrost needs adjusting. On a car with buttons, your hand finds the knob without looking. On a touchscreen, you look down, find the menu, swipe and tap. Your eyes leave the road for 3 to 5 seconds. At 70 miles per hour, that is 500 feet of driving blind. That is not a design preference. That is a safety failure disguised as a feature. Then the electronic door handles. Mercedes replaced mechanical handles with electronic ones. Tap the handle, it locks the door. Push it, nothing. Pull out the key fob, press the button, wait for the motor inside the handle to whir and pop. In winter, that motor spins uselessly under a sheet of ice. You can hear it grinding. You cannot get into your own vehicle. Check your dashboard right now. Count the physical buttons you can feel without looking. If you have fewer than 10, you are not driving a car. You are driving a tablet with a loan attached to it. Drop your count in the comments. But a broken screen is an inconvenience. What Toyota did to the most trusted truck engine in history is an engineering crime. And what Honda did with the Prologue is something even worse. It is identity theft. Imagine this. You are a Honda owner. You have driven Hondas for 15 years specifically because they are not GM vehicles. You buy the new Honda Prologue EV, you open the hood for the first time, and there, stamped on the battery housing, on the strut mounts, on the wiring harness, are GM part numbers. Chevrolet logos on components inside a car you bought because it said Honda on the outside. It is a glitch in the matrix. You paid for a Honda, you received a GM repair bill, a Chevy in a Japanese suit. That is not a collaboration. That is identity theft with a dealer markup. And now the Toyota replaced the naturally aspirated V8 in the Tundra with a twin turbocharged 6-cylinder. Owners are sticking V8 badges on the new trucks because they are embarrassed by what is underneath. Think about that. Customers are counterfeiting their own badge because the manufacturer betrayed the identity they paid for. Sales of the 4Runner and Tacoma are struggling because buyers are hunting down previous generation models with the old engines. Dealerships are advertising older inventory over new arrivals because their own customers trust the old platform more. Toyota put a smaller, more complex engine into a larger truck because the fuel economy number on the window sticker was worth more to them than the engine lasting 300,000 miles. The sticker matters more than the machine. We ran the depreciation numbers on 50 models from brands covered in this video. The results are terminal. Vehicles purchased at 2023 and 2024 peak pricing are showing 40 to 50% value loss within 3 years. If you bought any full-size SUV or pickup at peak sticker, you are almost certainly underwater. The manufacturer charged you for prestige, the resale market charged you for reality, and now here is the number that proves this system is about to break. US auto loan debt has hit a record $1.66 trillion. Delinquency, default, and repossession figures are at levels comparable to 2008. The Consumer Federation of America has warned the system is at a breaking point. A woman with a 495 credit score leased a 2025 Lincoln Navigator at $1,200 a month. Insurance added $300. Her sister co-signed for a vehicle that costs more than the median household income, trapped by a contract that does not care if she eats. She could not afford the first payment. She has 47 months remaining. The buyout is $70,000. The dealership took the commission, the bank took the title, the system took her future. It is a death sentence for both of their financial lives. This is not an outlier. This is the system working as designed. The dealer does not care if you can afford it. The lender does not care if you can afford it. The manufacturer does not care if you can afford it. They care that you sign everything after your signature is your problem. To afford the average new car at current pricing, you would need to earn approximately $170,000 a year. How many Americans earn that? Not many. How many are driving brand new vehicles? Millions. The math does not work. And when the math does not work at this scale, the correction is not gentle. It is a cliff. Stop buying the screen. Stop buying the subscription. Stop financing the decay. Stop signing because a salesman told you that you deserve it. You do not deserve debt. You deserve a machine that starts, runs, and lasts. Start owning the machine, or stop buying at all. If this changed how you think about your next purchase, subscribe, because the next video covers the only 5 vehicles on sale right now that are actually built to last. One of them is a brand you have likely ignored for a decade, and it is the only one still using the 300,000 mile playbook.